What up, what up, what up? What's good, y'all? How y'all doing? This throwback, I'm sure. Appreciate y'all stopping in. It's been a minute since I did one. Um, I don't know. I guess I'll be. I want to do the show. I start writing stuff, and then it's like, I don't know if it. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. But yeah, so here's the show. As y'all can see, I got me a crime chart, right? We got us a crime chart, and we gonna bust them up. So right? So we gonna bust up the crime chart. I got notes here, and we gonna X them off in here so you can see on my crime board and shit. So let's get it right. On my crime board. So yeah, so boom. So let's start about the riots first, right? So you got the rioters that's upset about the brother getting killed. You got some rioters just out there just cause they've been cooped up in the house and they just want to go out and be a part of something and take selfies and all that, you know. Got the selfie crew. Then you got the don't want it, they ain't gonna break the glass or nothing like that. But they encourage you, and once it get broke, then they'll go in. You got them. Then you got the ones that'll actually break the glass and all that and burn up some shit. And then you got the terrorists, different sets of terrorists. So there's a lot of shit going on out there. What was funny to me was, this is June now. So say the end of May that the riots and all of that started. But in the beginning of May, they was arresting people for doing less than what the rioters was doing. Like, think about it. They arrested the lady for the nail salon lady. They arrested a barbershop dude. They did the gym owner in New Jersey. They wasn't doing nothing. But then soon as the riots start, Cuomo and all of them, Minnesota, let it burn. It's all right. They not doing nothing. They not hurt nobody. Just let it burn. Let it burn. Which, if you on the side of the protesters, you love that. You love that. That's what you. Yeah. Oh man, they gonna let us wild out. Word? For real? Right? But think about the other side. Like, on the other side, it's like, the mayors and them really gonna let them just riot and let them tear shit up? They ain't gonna at least bring some National Guard in or something like that to, like, alright, y'all can wild out, but y'all ain't gonna tear up too much shit. You know what I mean? Like kind of like when they let them protest at the Super Bowl or some shit. Like, they like y'all ain't gonna try to do nothing. That was a funny thing to me. Then the other thing about it was, interesting part was, we didn't get the story yet though. I know it's the same story, Sherm. You sound like a fucking sellout, Sherm. I know. You sound like Uncle Tom, Sherm. I know. But I mean, listen to this though. You got the guy get murdered, his wife's brother is at the scene when he get killed, and his partner, he wasn't his partner at the police station. They worked together as a security guard, I guess, at a club or something like that, a bouncer, bounce together, whatever. So you got that part of the relationship, and then you got the fact that he was doing porn movies. And so you go, well, Sherm, that porn movie shit don't got nothing to do with it. I beg to differ, because porn movies is where the human traffickers is at. That was your back pages and all of that. That's the underage girls, the sex trafficking and all of that shit. Them same people is the people that make porn movies. And we all know that porn is controlled by the CIA. There they go on the crime book. CIA, right? CIA. And I think I even got porn on there somewhere. I might even have porn on there somewhere because you got the media right there. CIA got the media under control. What else they got? There's some more on there. You got your police under control. They got Child Protective Services in LA County under control. They got the KKK under control. They involved with MK Ultra. They was also involved with Epstein. And I'm going to start showing y'all, right? So we're going to do it like this, right? So we got different color codes. So the CIA going to be black. CIA is black. So let's go CIA is black. And we're going to put a divot around everything that the CIA got something to do with. Bibbit, bibbit, bibbit. So if I get to say the purple one next time and we go Bill Gates, then you go Bill Gates, and then you could go Planned Parenthood, World Organization. Oh, the CIA. We still doing CIA though. But look, we could go CIA by mayors and governors. Cause you see what's going on. But anyway, so it all be connected. It all be connected. It all be connected. You could put the board up like this. I could do it like this, and we could show where it's all connected. It's all connected. All of it. Everybody that's on this board, it all fits in a big grander scheme. In the grander scheme, what I've come to learn is, and I'm not no go-to-church person. Yeah, I took Shahada. So, look, let me give you this is my religious background. So, growing up, you know, we used to go to church, little kid and stuff like that, Easter Sunday and stuff. My sister Terry, I love mentioning my sister Terry. Salute, miss you, love. So, she would take us to church on Sunday and whatever the case may be. So I did that, grow up Baptist and stuff. My moms would go occasionally. She would listen to gospel music and stuff like that or whatever the case may be. You know, they used to have this joint in New York City called Yogi Bear, right? I know y'all Yogi Bear. I never went to that. I thought that was some cult shit, some secret cult shit, right? But all the kids come by and get on the bus, and Yogi Bear drive them off and stuff. You never know what they get done to them over there. But anyway, so that's really my growing up. So when I got to the Army, the way you could get out of the barracks on the weekend, on Sunday, you in there all basic training, you crazy, and you could actually talk to girls, even though it's in church, you don't supposed to be talking or nothing like that. You go to religious service. And so I started out, the first week I went to, I think it was I went to Baptist, because that's what I knew. I went in there, I'm looking around, listen a little bit, I'm talking, and because it's not, you know what I'm saying? Next week I go to gospel. I think I went to Pentecostal. I went to Pentecostal, I went to Protestant, I went to Catholic. I went to like all of them, right? Boom. So still wasn't feeling it, just like somebody wah 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 up there, right? So then when I get in the Army and I go to the desert, yeah, when I get to the desert, you know, we do what we do, but then at the end, we coming back, go to Daharan, however you say it, but that's how we was pronouncing it, Daharan. So we go to Daharan and stuff, and it's the mall and all of that stuff, and you get down there, and when it come time to make salat, call a prayer, it's time to make salat. They got the speakers all throughout the city, and you know, come over the call, and it sound almost like a song when you ah, you know what I'm saying? So it sound like that. So it's a whole vibe, the energy, everybody closing down, everything. So that's what made me want to took Shahada and all of that, which pretty much is your declaration of faith, and you got to know the 5 pillars of Islam and whoop de whoop whoop whoop, right? I was even learning to read Arabic a little bit, right? So I did that. So then now when I had the little incident with the imam in North Carolina, not North Carolina, in Kansas. That was the first little thing, and then the energy when I got back here wasn't the same as going to Juma in Germany. It was a different feel, right? It felt a little bit more just like the wind over there. It was a little bit different. You know what I mean? But anyway, so I kind of fall back from Islam, and then so I get into, did I get in? No, I didn't get into Dr. York yet. I started reading on my own then. So I started, you know, talking to people, you know, Seventh-day Adventists, Jehovah's Witness. I knew Jehovah's Witnesses growing up though, but Jehovah's Witness. I even had the couple of conversations with the brothers when they brought me the Book of Mormon or the Book of James or whatever book that is or whatever the case, that one. But then I started reading Dr. York. So Dr. York, you know, he was talking some whole different other, like, yo, they pretty much lied to you. That was the first time I heard that, yo, they lied to you. A lot of the stuff and how they translated it and all that type of stuff is lies. That's why I think they set the brother up. Dr. York. Dr. York is going up. I'm going to get to the point. That's why Dr. York is locked up, right? I think because he was telling the knowledge. When you telling the knowledge and stuff like that, they lock you up, right? And so I studied the Dr. York and all that. So I say all that to say, I think I got a pretty extensive spiritual enough information to have an understanding of what people term as spirituality, right? I guess that's the best way to say it. You know what I mean? Because I think they all part of the same, you know, they all 5 pieces of a whole or whatever. So you got Christianity would more be about your faith and all of that. Islam would be more about how you supposed to act, live, you know what I'm saying? Judaism is more about your community and that and a way of life and all of that type of stuff. Then you throw in your Confucianism and some of your other things, and then you'll have a nice whole little thing right there, right? So I say all that to say this, that we in biblical times, y'all. We really in biblical times. We in biblical times, period, because one, they lied to us with the fact of who he really is. One, we really is the chosen one. And more so, I remember I said it like a little bit ago, and I was like, yo, but no, we really are the chosen one. We really are the chosen one. And they really are deceiving us with everything that they have us believing and thinking. Everything is reversed, man. They just really, really got a lot of lies, man. I mean, like, they got all kinds of technology they holding back from us, free energy and all of this type of stuff. And they could clean up the water, like it's like all types of shit that they holding from us because they trying to shape our reality here, man. And I say that to say we gotta really collectively, we gotta pull ourselves up, man. We gotta pull ourselves up. Together, he was a porn star, so they had control over him. They had control over him. You know what I mean? When you in that type of lifestyle, and his GoFundMe page right now last time had 10.6 million or something like that. Like, I could see somebody willing to die for $10 million for their family. Like, I'm just saying. Not saying that's what the brother did or whatever the case may be. I know, remember they dragged Dr. Umar for even suggesting that, yo, maybe the Kobe thing was a setup or whatever. They dragged him. So if you know that somebody might not never see $10 million. Shout out to Big Judah. Shout out to Big Judah. And it's funny. He would have been a brother that say even 2 years ago, been like, I ain't really trying to hear that type of stuff. That's not my cup of tea, even if he might be right. It wouldn't be the fact of I'm like, he wrong or whatever, what he talking about. It's just that I ain't trying to hear that. You know what I'm saying? I kind of like to be more in the factual shit like that and sinking my teeth into it. And so since the lockdown, I was talking to my son last night. I was like, I was already thinking I was knowing, but then in the last 3 months, some of the stuff that I thought I knew, that done, it's like, it's even worse, you know what I'm saying? It's even worse than what I thought I knew. So for instance, so shout out to Big Judah on YouTube. Check him out, Big Judah, right? And he's saying that they lied about. He said they lied. It wasn't no Greece. It wasn't no ancient Greece. It wasn't no nothing. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna buy me one of them Bibles. I seen the Bibles like for $250. The joints that's before they done touched them up and all that with the maps in it. And he was talking. He had this one book. He had this one book and he was using the Bible. The book was called The Medieval Empire of the Israelites. And so it was basically saying that the Bible was here. We the chosen people. The Bible was here. The Mediterranean and all of that was the Pacific Ocean and all of that. So that's what he was saying. He was saying the Holy Land was transplanted from America. And we were here first because we the tribe of Shem. Yeah. He gave us 50% of the earth. They came here, went back there, and came up with all the lies. Even some of the fake lies that they let us, like for instance, like they tell us, oh, you came from slaves and all this, but didn't tell us we was native. The natives here. But then so when we find that little native fact, they'll let us go run with that. But that's even a lie or half of the truth. Like, yeah, we was native. We was native because we was the original tribe. We was the original tribe. And they trying to make up for it now. They trying to make some he would call them Gentiles. Some Gentiles with they trying to make up for it now. They trying to make you think if we are the chosen people, hypothetically, right? Just hypothetically. So you sure you a nut. So hypothetically, if we was the chosen people, and they hid the knowledge and all of this and oppressed us and killed us and tortured us and did all of the shit that they did to us for this amount of time, what would be their punishment? What would be their punishment? If the Creator came back and they say, I see, and it's funny, I seen black people. I done heard black people, the brother, and a brother, Riz, shout out to Riz, and I be forgetting the other brother name. I'm gonna get it. I'm bad with names, y'all. I'm sorry. I watch y'all brothers religiously though. So Riz and the other brother, and then I saw the sister talking about they having a battle up there in the space right now. Then I hear what was it? Above Majestic, and above Majestic is the top level security level of the military. And so when you get above Majestic, that means you know more than the president know, because the president only gone here, gone 8 years, 4 years, maybe 8, and he gone. The military be around forever. So you get that above Majestic, that's when you know about the spaceships and they got colonies on other planets. They could interdimensional travel. They got all kinds of stuff. They could reverse the aging process by 20 years. I was like, crazy. It's wild. It's wild. So that's when you get back to this. That's when you get back to this. And we still got the CIA, right? But we going to go ahead and we going to hit Hitler and the Nazi crew. Know why we going to hit Hitler and the Nazi crew? Because Hitler and the Nazi crew is the one that had all the technology. They the ones that made the original deal with the aliens. And got all of the technology. So Hitler went to Alaska. I don't even got Alaska on there, but you could hit Alaska on there. You know what I'm saying? And then and that's where they got all of this technology at, submarine bases and all of this stuff up there, right? And they don't want us to know about Alaska. Alaska used to be they used to have the snow and it was green and all that. So that's where the ish at. That's where the ish at. Right? So CIA, let's keep going with the CIA. Let's see who else we can hit on the CIA. You know Oprah. She a part of that because Hollywood. They control Hollywood. Tom Hanks on there. I see that. LA County. Of course the cartels. Yes. And apparently now Black Lives Matter too. Yes. They got government hit teams. Yes. I said MK Ultra. Let's see what else. The Red Cross, CIA. Satanic Rituals, CIA. Yeah. And the next time I'm gonna have some more stuff on here. Don't worry. I'm gonna have Jay-Z, CIA. Rap music. Entertainment, all entertainers, and when they indict people, they gonna indict some news reporters. They gonna get indicted too. Cause come on, man, think about it. And I had this debate with somebody, and I was like, the Dow Jones was up to 29,000 or whatever the case may be. The economy was looking good right before COVID. COVID hit, they forced them to shut down the economy. They forced them to shut the economy down, right? And stuff like that. He stopped the flight ban and he said that was enough. They forced him to shut the economy down. He shut the economy down. Then they don't want to start the economy back up. Half of this country starts back up and it increased. It increased because he had anybody with any common sense would know if he went to all of these companies and said, yo, I need you to make ventilators. Yo, I need you to make masks. Yo, I need you to make sanitizer. Yo, I need you to make them as jobs. But they don't want to talk about that. They talk about the Bible, him standing with the Bible in front of the thing. How is that a bad thing? I ain't even no religious guy. How is that a bad thing? He tried to put a video up on Twitter talking positive about the Floyd, the brother getting the situation. They take the video down. It's like, yo, he can't. I'm like, yo, and I'm like, it's just it'd be crazy, man. And it'd be so crazy that they have the people in the streets, just like how the reporters attacked Trump. That's the same way that people, I done seen people talking the TikTok videos, they cursing out their mother and father, yelling at them, 15-year-old, 16. Like, that shit ain't healthy, man. It's not healthy. That shit is not healthy for our collective. It's not healthy for us mentally. It's not healthy for us to be arguing and fighting and yelling. And even if it's justified and warranted, it still ain't. If all of us is putting out anger, hate, this, that, this and this and that, that's what these satanic sons for guns want, man. Because look, think about this. They said that they even, this is how fucked up they got us, y'all. They said even at most of these arenas, peep this one, at most of these arenas, they have a ceremony or ritual room in there. Ritual room. So you know what's going on in there, so they could use the energy of the crowd. When you in there yelling and crying and screaming or whatever, they down there using that energy trying to direct it towards the evil guys. I'm just saying, man. They got us really messed up. Then they had the blackout. Blackout the other day. Why? Blackout for what? Why you can't have a light out? Why you can't, y'all, yo, we gonna put the sun on our joint today. We gonna put the sun on in a bright, nice day with some birds flying up in the sky. Why we can't put that up? It gotta be black. It gotta be dark. It gotta be like where we co-signing out of cult shit. Y'all don't see it, man. Chris Brown get the pedophile symbol on his ear, and they supposed to drag his ass till they supposed to drag him so much he go get some big ass ball to put over that shit. You supposed to drag him. Yeah. We have to clear our collective conscious and subconscious of the disagreeable gene. Some of us is big, some of it's small. Like you just a contrary person, a person that look for something to be upset. You wake up in the morning thinking like, damn, what the fuck gonna go wrong today? As opposed to getting up like, shit, I'm gonna have a wonderful day today. Like how do you wake up in the morning? And I've seen these things. So these are things that it's like, yeah, you could read stuff in a book, but then you don't have to read it to see life. You know what I mean? Life. Being observant, paying attention, thinking, actually thinking about shit. Yeah, because if you don't face that, how can you ascend? How can you raise your frequency if you can't let go of the one gene that won't allow you to be the real you? I.e., you know what you're doing is wrong, but you don't stop. Then justify why you don't stop with reasons that only make you feel better. Did they help? You letting yourself down first. Stop the destructive behavior, actions, etc. Right? So like you got to be a better person, you got to actually think it, talk it, be it, and then you can do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, how can I stop to do anything, whether it's to stop cheating or to stop whatever it is, stop running the red light, whatever it is you want to stop doing. First of all, you got to come up with the thought. And once you come up with the thought, then you got to start visualizing yourself doing it. Then you'll do it. Excuse me. Acrophilica Bible. Acropho, I don't know. APOCRYPHAL Bible, right? And it's supposed to be 80 books and stuff. So I got into that and I'm starting reading that because, you know, I done seen Bibles and I done seen the New World Translation, this translation. Oh man, gibberish. But anyway, so I was trying to figure out, I guess what I was looking at was, I was trying to figure out when they changed the Bible, right? Because I got when they changed the Bible in this episode, and also when they changed the money situation in the United States. So that one is real interesting. So yeah, okay, so you got the Acrophil Bible with 80 books. You know what I mean? Hundreds of years before Jesus, right? Hundreds of years before Jesus, right? So then after that, they came out with the narrow canon. The narrow canon, right? They told you, and I'm reading it, narrow canyon, eloquently, and why they chose, and what was the purpose of it, and all of this and all of that, right? But then when you get to the very last line, this is the most important part. Has no foundation in history. What does that mean, Sharon? It's a bunch of freaking lies. So when they narrowed the canons, so all of the Bibles that you got now, anything that you got that ain't from back then, They lied. It's lies. There's no foundation in history, right? Right. So then I'm start looking at the different. Oh yeah, King James until they removed all that stuff. They was like, nah. And this ain't like no way back in the. This like 1880s. It's like 1880s. That's what I'm saying. They lying. They lying. Protestants been rejecting if only the last 120 years. Removed it from the Bible, hence the lies. So I looked at the different types of. It was a Greek Septuagint, Amharic speakers, and so yeah. So I was looking into that. So that's when the lies started. The lies started when they narrowed the canyons, and so I'm thinking that's in 1611, the Bibles was containing it. After that, it wasn't no more. So they just now flipped the Bible around on us, man. School or university, all lies. I heard this white guy, white scholars is all lies. All the controllers, all lies, right? So let's talk about the Antifa, right? Antifa, I was looking at it. They got like 30,000 people, members. They all go train. And what do they train on, Sharon? They train on how to fucking picket. They train on how to riot. They train on how to break shit and not hurt yourself. They train on how to destroy property and this and this and that. So that's like an army with no tanks. You could just have them go move into a country peacefully and all that, and then at the snap of a finger, you got an instant chaos all around the country. But nobody don't see that though. So, cause it take money to have bricks and all of this stuff, and people bailing people out, and I seen they even had the vest for them that say Black Lives Matter on it. That take money, man. That take a lot of money and organization, man. And if y'all don't get how that's treason, that's treason. I mean, you could say, yo, they deserve to be overthrown, but you got to understand that's treason. Especially going by their rules. And when you mix some of them in there that been sending us to jail for, I seen one dude, the chick dreamt he raped her and he in jail or some shit like that. So all kinds of reasons. So I'm like this. They break the law, put their ass in fucking jail. Oh, treason? Put his ass in jail. Put his ass in jail. Word up. Put his ass in jail. Dancing at the protest gotta stop, y'all. Black men. Dancing at the protest gotta stop. I could see after the war over, after the situation over, dancing and all this, I was disgusted. Yeah, I was disgusted. Wasn't taken aback. I was disgusted. I'm looking at it going, the fuck is he doing this for? The fuck is they doing that for? Yeah, I don't know. Just say you missed the club. You wanted to come out to go to the club, man. Just say that. Just say that. Word up. Say that. Maybe afterwards doing though, yeah, in front of the officers, military, that shit too much, man. So let's go to HR 192. HJR 192. Shout out to Black. Black put me on to this one. And this one kind of tied in with the money situation with the feds. So Executive Order 6102 HJR 192 was the proposal of the bill, and then from the bill you go to the executive order, right? Roosevelt signed it May 1, 1933. That's when they switched from money backed by gold and they went to this fake money. We became collateral for for this, right? So they went from gold no more being worth it, and that's when they stole the gold. That's all they did that for. So they said, well, we're not going to use gold no more. We're going to use our people as collateral. And our birth certificates was our capital. They capital now. They collateral, right? So when they did that, the government was supposed to buy up your future debts. Because you was their property now. As their property, you can't really own no debts. Any debt you incur is the government's debt. To this day. Listen to me. To this day, this law is still in effect. To this day. Now, do they tell you about this type of stuff? No. If you call and press them, might you get your own personal relief? Yeah, you might. You gotta press them. So basically, the American Revolutionary War was a hoax, y'all. It was a hoax. It was a hoax. Because they actually borrowed money from England to fight England. And after they won, they ain't win. What did you win? You won a moral victory. You still had to pay them their debt. So we was in debt from day one. We never, the dirty little secret. We was in debt from day one. We was always in debt. So whenever they talking about they was balancing the budget or whatever the case, or when Clinton was in there and they talk about it was economic, they lying. They lying. It was all smoke and mirrors. All smoke and mirrors. And they was funneling the money into, I seen Rumsfeld say $8 trillion, $3 trillion or some shit like that. They couldn't find and shit one time or something like that. So they was robbing us, man. They was robbing us blind. They still robbing us blind. The banking system is an illegal it's pretty much a Ponzi scheme. The banking system right now, the financing system, the way they got it, it's a Ponzi scheme. Because the money ain't real. The money ain't real. The money ain't backed by nothing. All the American dollar is worthless, pretty much. It's worthless. So, any contracts set up on that, mortgage, any contracts is illegal, null and void, corruption. But anyway, that's another question, another topic. So you got Jekyll Island. That's where they got together and they came up with the banking scheme, the banking cartel, you know, the fraud. Remedy. It is the government has an obligation to discharge and settle any debt we may incur in our days. Lives, mortgages, loans, mortgages, car loans, utilities, all that. They supposed to pay that. They supposed to pay that. They were supposed to pay that and get away from that system, but they never got away from that system. So technically, you could call in to anybody and be like, yo, if you know the way to say it. See, that's the thing, because like you got to go to court and you got to prove your shit. So once you know your shit and you prove it to them, you supposed to be able to get relief. So yeah, Executive Order 612 required gold coins. And so what they did was the government, because this is why that happened. Well, Sherm, that don't make no sense. Because the government made everybody bring them their gold. They said, yo, everybody bring us their gold and everything like that. So everybody was turning in their gold and giving the government their gold and stuff like that. And not even the government. They gave the gold to the Federal Reserve. Now remember, the Federal Reserve is a private entity. It's not a Federal Reserve. They should just call it the Private Reserve because it's not federal. Has nothing to do with the federal government. These are private bankers. That's where you get the fraud at. Because now you got a private company that has a monopoly on the country all of these years. Yeah, April 20, Yeah, April 28th, 1933. That's when they was like, yo, give us your gold. They called it the gold confiscation of April 5th, 1933. Yeah. Yeah, Jekyll Island. It was Nelson Aldrich, Pratt Andrew, Henry Davison, and Vanderlip. You know, probably some more Hitler boys, Hitler peoples. Telling you, man, the whole United States government in the 40s and 50s was sucking Germany. Sucking Germany. Sucking Germany. All of the German scientists, Hitler, all of them, 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 all of them. They all came here. They all came here. All up in there. All up in the federal government. All up in there. All up in there. And that's sad, man. And then they not only did they get them and bring them over here, but they started letting them make treaties and deals and all of this and everything like that. And they came slaves to the technology. It's fucking ridiculous, man. The more you learn, man, you'll be disgusted with some of the shit that I was learning. I'm like, man, they ain't shit, man. They really was actually taking people and dragging people up there to let them people up there do tests on them and shit like that. The government ain't shit, man. Government ain't shit. I watch, yo, I'm saying, you really need to watch some of Trump little briefings yourself, man. Cause they don't be letting them, when the media talking to him, it's a whole nother thing from when he talking. He be going in, he be throwing his shots. The China plague that came in, he was like the China plague just came in. He was like, then he said, he's like, and this green deal, I don't know what this green deal is like baby talk. I don't get it. Then I was writing down zingers. He was like, a gift from China. It was a gift from China. They should have stopped it at the source. It was very bad what they did. Very bad what they did. They let it come here. And then a plague floated in. Yo, he was throwing mad shots today, boy. I watched this show, this joint called Above Majestic. Above Majestic gonna break it down. Talking about the programs, the technology, the indictments. He said it's 60,000 seal indictments. But he said it could be up to 93 people per seal indictment. So that could be like gazillions of people. He said they got an underground railroad system. Good news though, he did say it is an international group called the Alliance, right? They don't agree on everything, which nobody gonna agree on everything. But they agree on one thing. You can't have the cabal trying to drug up and kill up the whole population and have us working in fucking slave camps and shit for some motherfucking lizard people from some motherfucking outer space and shit while they adrenochroming people. What's wrong with y'all, man? Can't be doing that, man. They stupid out there, man. Yo, to think that they was really out there having sacrifices, trying to bring up spirits to go inside clone bodies. That's all you need to know. And here was another epiphany that I got, right? That the people, so-called people that's helping them, right? The so-called people that's helping them, you know, we trying to get access to the rooms, right? If me in 3 months with not even money like that to find out this information, I know a lot of these black motherfucking faces and celebrities know. Yeah, I know they probably scared. But for the ones that's willingly helping these motherfuckers, that's adrenochroming, helping these motherfuckers that you know don't give a fuck about humanity, don't give a fuck about people, how you live with yourself, man? Like how you, like for real, like how you live with yourself, man? Like how you, Y'all be mad as hell at R. Kelly, but not mad at Chris Brown. Like, we gotta get it together. We gotta get it together, and we gotta stop being so sensitive when another grown man, another race, say something proud about their race. The fuck? Stop being so fucking sensitive, man. And the world ain't gonna fucking end. And if the world gonna end and we've been getting our asses kicked in this world, you think they gonna come to kick our ass again? What you scared of? So being so scared. Whining, woe is me, it's the end of the world. Oh, it's the end of the world. Golly, man. Black men on TV, on CNN, crying every fucking time. The dude, I see the football player talking to motherfucking Drew Brees. He gotta start crying. Like, man, what the hell? Shit. They're too sensitive, man. A man come out and he said, we talking and he says, oh, you defended Trump, but what he said about the Central Park 5. I don't even remember it. I ain't even letting it hold no space in my head like that. Not to say that it ain't important. Just ain't holding no space in my head like that. So then they remind me of what was said. I was like, oh, okay. Oh, that's fucked up. I said, but check this out. If you was black, I mean, if you was rich and you had money and them dudes was white, 5 white dudes did that to a black woman, what would you say? A black young girl, what would you say? Would you be nice, or would you say some borderline fucking harsh shit? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, me, I know what I would say. If I seen some 5 white dudes rape anybody, even if Mexican, Puerto Rican, black, whatever, I'ma say motherfucking fucking crackers, locked up redneck crackers. I'ma say some shit like that. I'm just saying that you can't get mad at people for saying the same shit you would say. You know what I mean? You can't get mad at that. And I'm saying that because they be using our emotions against us, man. That's all the Democrats is doing, using our emotions against us. That's all they news, all they information is emotional. There's nothing informative about what they be talking about. The headlines, you look at the headlines. Don't take my word for it, just look at the headlines and read them. Don't motherfucking feel them, read them. All you gotta do is read them. All you gotta do is read them. It's all shape, design to shape your reality, shape how you think. But the wonderful thing is, they only could do what the dark forces can only do what you want. If you tell them no, the fuck out of here, they gotta move on. If you praying and willing them away, they got to move on. If we all doing it, they got to go somewhere with that shit. If it's only a portion of us saying that and the rest of y'all entertaining it, they get to linger around longer. I want them gone. And I said before, going back to my original point, I'm not even a religious guy. And I want them gone. They need to be gone. Frazzle Drip, Hillary Clinton, Podesta, Tony Podesta, and the emails and all of this shit, and the whooping the kid in the fucking shower and shit, talking to the kid like he a motherfucking, like, oh man, he's a piece of shit, this guy. You know what I mean? The islands, all the people going on the islands and stuff like that, with all this shit going on. They had all kinds of underage kids from all around the world and stuff like that. They got kids underground in these dumbs, underground bases. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of stuff going on out there, man. And we got to wake up to it. We got to wake up to it, and we got to make sure that they know that we not with that no more, that we stand against that. We not gonna support artists no matter who they are, that's down with that bullshit. You know what I mean? But anyway, that's my show. It's Big Sean. Got my boy. You know what I'm saying? Above Majestic. Check that out. You know what I mean? And Nasera Jacera. Y'all need to look into these things, man. I be giving y'all need to look into these things, man. You need to look into these things. Information is something you can fight them with. When you call on the phone and you got information, you can fight them with that, man. So yeah, so Above Majestic, Nasera Jacera, and HR 192. Y'all need to look those up, man. This is my show, Love, and we gonna come back next week, next year, next millennium, next dimension.